What has been the most important for you to transmit to the generations after you about Jewish identity?
What am I going to tell? What do I tell them? Well, I always try to tell them, even when my kids were young, even though we lived in a predominantly Jew, it wasn't as Jewish as I was. That you need to be proud of who and what you are, and while we don't like to think one is better than the other, surely one is not worse than the other. So you need to bear that in mind as you grow older. Some of my grandchildren live in Colorado, and they don't live in a very Jewish environment. And there have been incidences of anti-Semitism. My granddaughter was valedictorian of her high school, and she made it quite well known that she's Jewish. That's not why she's valedictorian, but she is Jewish. And I don't think there was any resentment about being valedictorian and being Jewish. On the other hand, it was something that she was proud of. She was bat mitzvahed in a small town environment in Colorado, and she's pre-med. She's on the right track. But even in those little towns, we have to be Jewish. And fortunately, there is a synagogue. We do have a synagogue, a small synagogue in Vail, and in Vail itself, it's a little bit better because we get a lot of tourists and many of them are Jewish. But in little towns, it's still tough. But they know that these kids know they're Jewish, and they have had my grandson has had a few struggles with it. Kids can be cruel. They say things, and my son said to him, "Listen, Joseph, somebody said something nasty to you. Forget this, turn the other cheek. You haul up and slug him. See how many times he does that to you." So we're not pacifists when it comes to that. I don't know if it made a difference, but it made Joseph feel better. I don't know that this kid is not going to feel the same way. I mean, we're not going to try and change his mindset. His parents probably put that there long before we were able to. But on the other hand, you need to know that there's a force to be reckoned with and there's a price to pay. So if you're going to be nasty to me, I'm going to take care of you. It's we shall not go peacefully, quietly into the night again. I think it's that mentality, that we're not going to go quietly again.